Hello, Libra. This is Lynn from DevineCentral, and I'm here with your March 2023 tarot reading. Now, this is a collective reading, so if you found the video, there might be a message in here that was specifically meant for you. I hope so. So I'm going to pull one card in various aspects of your life, and we're going to just see what Spirit and the cards have in store for you for the month of March. Before I begin, please, at any time during this video, if you like it, give it a thumbs up so other people can find it. And if you have not been by my channel lately, stop by. I'm starting to put up a bunch of new stuff. So let me switch cameras. We're going to switch over here so you can see. I am using the Stella's Tarot today. I felt like pink and blue, and that's kind of why I picked it. All right, so I've already shuffled the cards. Let's just gather them. I got shuffled really good. And we're going to look at work, finances. I got them up high enough. Your personal relationship or love life. We're going to look at friends, family, and social, and end with personal development. Then we'll ask Spirit for maybe a little bit of guidance for the whole thing. Okay, summary, if you will. So let's start with work. We've got, oh, wait a minute. You know what? I just noticed we have 3 6s here. We have 1 5, and we have 3 6s. 5s, as you know, are all about conflict and challenges and the things that we're up against. 6s are typically harmony restored after the craziness of the 5s. So it looks like we are coming off of maybe a time of challenge for you. I don't know what February was like for you, but it looks like it was a time of challenge, and now we're starting to head into some peaceful time, at least by the end of March. Okay, 6 of discs. That would be the same as 6 of pentacles. So listen, this is typically a card of generosity. It's a card of giving of ourselves. It could be our money, our time, our expertise, or knowledge. It could be just something that's of value to us that we freely give to somebody else. It could be money coming in, or leaning on somebody else for money for something of a material nature, like your business. I tend to see this as more of a card of imbalance. Okay, so teacher, student, employee, employer type thing. So in a business reading, I would say that there is some kind of, to me, an imbalance that might be going on this month. I think that you've had a lot of opportunity, a lot of carte blanche to do what it is you want to do. But I think this might be the month where you are going to be very well aware, or made very well aware, of the fact that you are the subordinate in the situation. So if you've been kind of stepping over your bounds a little bit, get ready to be reeled in this month a little bit. So I would keep my nose to the grindstone. I wouldn't do anything, ridiculous. But do be aware that you are not running the show, and somebody else is always running the show. Even if you're in upper management, there's always somebody else running the show. But they may be showing their stripes this month. As far as finances go, we have the Princess of Discs likened to the Page of Pentacles, right? So to me, this is always an education card. It's about educating yourself. It's time to maybe add a little bit to your personal finance knowledge, right? It's time to maybe not make any big, huge investments, but if you do make investments, make sure that they're conservative this month. But it's time to learn, because knowledge is power, and that's what it's going to give you to stay on top and to stay where you are. If we look at love relationships, I have the Six of Wands here. Now, typically in a Rider-Waite-Smith deck, you'll see this guy on a horse, and he's parading through town. It's a card of victory. But when you're looking at a relationship between two people, two loving people, victory means to me a winner and a loser. And that is not a good situation. So if you are feeling overshadowed maybe at this time, it might be something that you need to work on in this relationship. It's hard to always be equal. In fact, after 28 years of marriage, I can promise you it's never 50-50. Oh, okay. It was 50-50 when my mom and dad would show up. And boy, did my husband show how helpful he could be with the dishes and taking my father places and, until they're gone, right? So it's not necessarily, it doesn't have to be a perfectly equal relationship. But I think that there shouldn't be a winner and a loser. And there certainly shouldn't be somebody overshadowing you. So you might want to just take a look at that in your relationship. As far as friends, family, and social life goes, we have the Six of Cups. And this is all about nostalgia. Somebody might be coming back from somewhere, possibly from the past. It could be a coworker that you run into at cocktail hour that you kind of meet back up with. Could be an old vendor. Could be a friend from high school. It could be an old boyfriend. It could just be somebody that that you had fond memories of. Maybe you have somebody on your mind like that you've been thinking about for a while, and you just have not gotten around to picking up the phone and calling them, and I think it's probably time. As far as your personal development goes, I've got the Five of Discs. This is likened to the Five of Pentacles, where you see these poor urchins out in the snow and they're destitute, and usually they're sitting outside of a church and they're like looking, they're like these forlorn people that are on the outside looking in. It usually means there's some type of a financial setback or some type of a material setback in one's life. It's temporary, but nevertheless, it's painful. Well, this card in this deck, in this position, it's really interesting because you can see that this person is chasing an opportunity, chasing something material, not quite reaching it. It's kind of just out of that reach. And I think it's really interesting because as far as personal growth goes, there are things in life that are elusive. And there are things in life that we chase after, and we chase and we chase. And if you finally ever get your hands on it, oftentimes it's just not what you thought it was going to be. So maybe what the card is saying is this month, you need to take a realistic view or approach of the things that have been eluding you and deciding whether or not they're even worth pursuing. Okay? So what do you say about that, Spirit? The Tower. The Tower. Maybe blowing it all up and saying, you know what? I'm changing course. I'm changing the things that I chase after. I want to chase after things that I really believe are worth it, are going to be worth it in the end. If the relationship blows up this month, maybe blows the top a little bit off of it, might clear the air and give you something brand new that the two of you can start on. Maybe it's going to blow up and let some truths come out. Maybe it's time to say what you feel and feel what you say. Same way with work. Maybe this might be a time where you kind of get put in your place at work because you've kind of overextended the importance of yourself. I know that sounds really mean, but it happens. It happens. We're all human. Anyway, I think that if you could blow the top off a lot of this stuff, it might settle back down when the dust all settles to something concrete that you can start rebuilding. That is your reading for this month. I hope you have a great month, and I'll see you next month. Bye-bye.